previous video, we took an extended look at the freeze tool. The magic wand is merely an extension of this particular tool because whatever you select with it becomes a freeze selection. So let me demonstrate. I'm going to jump on over to Photoshop, and just as you would with a magic wand here, you'd want to select the layer that you want to actually isolate a color selection. So for example, if I want to isolate the blue, I can click on that, and just as you have color tolerance to determine just how strict you want this selection to be, you have that in 3D Coat as well. So let's go back, and when I select the magic wand, you can turn color tolerance off or adjust it somewhat. The freeze degree is also going to determine just how much is frozen. So if you want a partial freezing of the pixels, then you could adjust this downward before you make that selection. Okay, so just as in Photoshop, you want to make sure that you select the right layer that has the pixel information you want. And in this case, let's say we wanted to isolate the logo by keeping it on this given layer, and then we'll create another blank layer and just fill it with this blue. So let me quickly do that. I can make this selection either here in the 3D viewport or here in the 2D texture editor just by clicking on it. Could do it here as well. Now, knowing that all those pixels are frozen, 3D Coat will not let me delete them, but I can invert the selection. Before I do that, you'll find that whatever's visible, 3D Coat will go ahead and freeze. So let me undo that. And to keep from affecting the face mask element, I need to hide it first. All right, so now let's invert the freeze selection, and I can delete everything here. I can switch to the eraser brush if I want to, or go to the freeze menu and choose Erase Unfrozen. So now I can hit Control D to deselect, and there's my logo. Now what we would probably want to do is select the layer beneath it and create a new one. I'll double click it and call it Color Fill. Alright, so I want to hide the logo temporarily, and let's choose the paintbrush. I could use the fill tool if I want, but the paintbrush will act as a fill tool as well. I'm going to uncheck Ignore Back Faces so that I can select all the way through the model. And I could use something like a rectangular lasso or freeform lasso, something like that. Just make my selection. And Shazam. There it is. All I need to do now is just unhide the logo layer, and we're done. So that's just a quick example of using the Magic Wand tool in conjunction with freeze selections in 3D Coat. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next video.